Good morning, YouTube. Today is day 2 of our little London layover adventure, and I think the plan for today is we're basically just going to walk around London and get a feel for it. As you can see right now, we're standing in front of Buckingham Palace, and there's a few parks we wanted to go check out, maybe a market, and anything else on the top of that list?
Oh, I want to do tea.
Oh,
tea
high tea
today.
with the king today. Hopefully
Right
we'll
after.
see Charles and have tea this afternoon. So that's our plan. Walk around, get a feel for London, and see what we can get into. So let's start with the palace. Alright guys, so you can actually go inside the palaces, and we are going to go inside Buckingham Palace in a few minutes. We bought our tickets online, so they were $32 each, I believe. And there are other packages you can get more in depth, go into more rooms and stuff like that. But we just went with the basic package so we can go in and get a feel for it. And we're just checking out pictures from outside of it right now, trying to find our way in. Lots of looky-loos sitting out here checking the place out from outside. Okay, so what you do is you get your tickets online, $32 each is the ones we got, and then they give you a specific time that you have to be here. And then once you get here, you come down and you get on one of these lines outside gate C, and at your time they'll call you, you go in and you get your little tour and you get to see the changing of the guard and all of that. So we have got our tickets now and we are just waiting to get on this line here. Alright guys, so we just came out the back of Buckingham Palace right there, and there was no photography allowed in there. As soon as they take your ticket from you, they tell you no cameras, no filming inside the palace at all, which was alright. They give you an audio guide, you walk around. It was pretty crowded in there, but definitely interesting and worth the stop. And then as you come out the back, there's a cafe over here, and then behind me over here is the Royal Gardens. And that's one of the things you could add on. You could take like tours of the Royal Gardens and they'll tell you about the history of the gardens and stuff like that. But I think we just got the palace package for today. Let's check out the inside of the palace, which was nice. It was decent. And I think it took about, let me see, we went in at 10. So it takes about a half hour, 40 minutes to walk through the palace on the inside. I guess you could have stayed in a few minutes longer if you really wanted to check out every piece of art on the wall, but for the most part, people we were walking with were going at the same pace, and it took about 40 minutes, which isn't bad. So let's take a peek at it. All right, so after you leave the gardens, you can walk around the grounds for a little while. Excuse me. And they're pretty nice, very green. The only thing I noticed is you can hear the city. You can hear all the streets right outside, like behind these trees right here, there's streets, so you can hear all the traffic and stuff in here. It's not the quietest place around, but very, very peaceful and like green, and lots of lakes and places to relax. It's pretty nice. Look how crowded it got since we went inside and came back outside. Everybody's lined up waiting for the changing of the guards, and there's just no way in hell we're gonna get close enough to see it. I can't believe this. So, this madness behind us that you see is the changing of the guards. Now, they only do it every other day, so check your calendar when you come in, look it up, do your research, and then, well, like I was saying before, we went in at 10, and we came out, it was empty. When we came out 45 minutes later, this place is packed, look at it, and it was all for the changing of the guards. So, unless you're standing there for like an hour beforehand, you're not going to get close enough to see anything. We were lucky enough to see the guards crossing the street, coming in their little procession in, but there's absolutely no way of getting closer to actually see the ceremony up there. At least not without getting here really, really early. So
It's like they shut this whole street down.
yeah, they shut it all down to bring the guards through. But it was interesting to see. The crowd was a bit wild, but yeah, get here real early if you want to get up super close and see it though. So we were there, we saw it kind of.
How'd you feel about the palace? Did you like the palace?
Nah, I've seen better castles everywhere. I mean, it was nice, a lot of artwork.
I loved all the gold artwork.
It was very
Detailed.
yeah, very detailed, very beautiful palace. But I was, I don't know, it was nice on the inside. It was a lot of artwork and stuff like that. So
He needs
they show you
time
the
to let it
staterooms.
set.
There's a lot of staterooms and great halls and things like that you get to walk through. So it was nice, kind of what I expected of it. And it was definitely worth it. You know, it was only like $30 to get in, so it was definitely worth checking out. Now, if you're an English history major or someone who loves this kind of stuff, this would be all for you then. But
I think this is was the only palace we're checking out while we're here.
Yeah, there's a few others like Kensington and those, and they're all about the same price to get into. So this will probably be the only one we do on this trip. And you can hear there is a lot of construction going on around here. You can see there's buildings on like every corner being redone, like this one up here. So now I think it's time to head on over and see if we can't get our afternoon tea, because it's almost 11:30, 11, somewhere around there. So we'll go check out our tea.
We're a little early.
And then head on from there. Alright guys, we didn't get into the room and there was a long line. Plus they wanted $70 per person just for afternoon tea, which is a little bit steep on our long trip budgets like this. So we decided to come across the street to the place they recommended to us called the English Rose. And here's their menu. And it's only $30 per person here. So she's gonna go ahead and do that, right?
Yeah.
I really don't want all the cakes. I'm not a big cake person, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get the variety of finger sandwiches and an iced tea. And that'll be our afternoon tea here. But wow, that is pricey for afternoon tea in London. I guess you're kind of paying for the traditional experience, you know? So, we'll enjoy it. It's food. Can't go wrong. We got finger sandwiches. This is cream cheese and cucumber, salmon and chicken curry. Then we got all kinds of red velvet cake and carrot cake, and I forget what those two are. And then of course you got your scone with your jam and your butter up top. She's got her tea. I got my tea and a croissant. So there's your spread. What do you think?
It's a lot of food, and it's unfair that it's only for one person because my stomach is like this big. But it looks good. Some of these sandwiches look really good. This egg one, particularly. All right, I'm gonna start, I guess, with a sandwich. That was the egg sandwich. It was good. The bread is sticking to my teeth. That's what I'm having an issue with. Good flavor. The tea tastes good. It's a cute ambiance in here.
All right, we'll enjoy this and we'll let you know what we're doing about it afterwards, because this is a lot of picking and snacking here.
So much food.
All right, guys, so my thoughts on afternoon tea pretty much are basically what the guy at the other place said. He says it's a tradition, you'll try it once, and you'll probably never do it again. And I can see what he meant by that, because it cost us $50 and it was just an assortment of cakes, and I'm really not a cake person or tea or coffee person, so to me it was just a wash. I didn't like any of the cakes. How did you feel?
Like you said, it was, oh, you did it once, you did it. You don't have to do it again.
Right.
I thought it was like a 6 out of 10, to be honest.
I think I could have probably did the a la carte, just got 1 or 2 little pieces, but even that, I'm not really a fancy type of eater. I'd rather eat bugs. No, I'm just kidding. But that just wasn't my type of thing, like cream cheese and cucumber finger sandwiches.
The cucumber and the onion sandwich, it was so strong. It was, I only ate half of everything, but that one was my least favorite.
Yeah, so we did it, we came, we tried it. Now we could put it up there on our list of, let's see. Santorini had the most expensive hookah. Where was that? In outside the Spanish Steps in Italy. We got the most expensive ice cream we've ever had. And I think that'll probably be the most expensive afternoon tea we've ever had right there. So we added to our list, no biggie. All right, so there are parks spread all over London, all around the Buckingham Palace. There were different parks, and I guess if it was ever sunny here in London, it would be a great place to just come hang out in the shade and get away from the city. But yeah, it's pretty cloudy today, so that's not happening. But these parks are pretty nice. This one's got a waterfall. It's got streams like this one. It's got some lakes. So we're gonna walk around and try to find a lake and just take in a little bit of peacefulness here in the park. It's pretty nice. I like it. This, guys, is Serpentine Lake. Got a lot of ducks, people rowing pedal boats around, people jogging. Definitely cool vibe, I like it. Alright, so Hyde Park is a little bit bigger than I was expecting. You can ride horses around here. They got horse riding trails. You can get these little chairs and lay out on the lawn. You can rent rowboats and go rowing, and there's places to eat and get snacks, and much to do in here. Some of you guys might remember this place. This is that's the Victoria statue, victory over something. I can't remember what it was, but this whole little arch here, you've probably seen it in any kind of state thing that goes on, from funerals, like when the Queen died, they pulled the car through here, the weddings. This is a very famous place where the cars come to unload when they're getting ready to go to the palace or wherever. Wellington Arch, that's what it's called. I couldn't think of the name. Wellington Arch, as we pass underneath it. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at a gift shop. So the underground was steaming hot, but we made it. We're at Primrose Hill now, and we're gonna climb up here and check out a view of London. Pretty little family vibe going on here. Lots of people hanging out in the grass, just chilling. The sun is blazing now. Woo. Especially climbing up this hill. That's it, guys. That's the view you get from Primrose Hill. Not bad for a quick little 4-minute climb up here. You can see the Eye of London, the Ferris wheel over there. A couple of their iconic buildings out there. I think that's where we're staying, over there by that weird shaped building. And as you can see, just lots of people hanging out in the grass, laying on blankets, drinking, chilling. So that's London. What do you think? Oh, over there are a few buildings that you can go up to the observation decks and get the same view of the city from up there. But I believe those were all like $30 and up just to go up and take the view. And we do it in a lot of the cities we go to, but if you're going to be able to get a free hill right here, you might as well take the view from here. Although it might have been just a little better from up in there. You'd see a little further, but this is pretty good for free. Plus we're outdoors. We sat under that tree back there for about 10 minutes and just cooled down a little bit. And now we're going to head down here, and we're looking for Shakespeare's tree. So there's a few trees here, but none of them have plaques or signs. So the best we can figure out is we think this one here is Shakespeare's tree. Not really sure though. There's someone sitting under it writing, so maybe it's Shakespeare's granddaughter, I don't know. Hey little fella, look who we got. So we started today out pretty early. I think we left the apartment about 8 o'clock, or the hotel about 8 o'clock, and it's now going on 2:30, I think, maybe. So we've been out and walking around a while. Last I checked, I was up to almost 15,000 steps, so we've been moving. And I think we got one last stop for you guys. We're gonna take you guys now to a market, right? Yep. All right, let's go to a market. I gotta admit, so far, the food scene hasn't been my favorite today. We've just had croissants and cakes. I need something with some protein now, so hopefully they got something interesting at this market. I haven't tried these sausage rolls that everybody says London's so famous for, so maybe we'll see one of those along the way, or something better. Here it is, guys, Camden Market. And oh boy, I'm already smelling the goodies. So let's take a little walk inside and see what we can find. Oh yeah, I can feel like I'm loving this already. Cyberdog. I have no idea what Cyberdog is, but I'm about to go find out. I'm not really sure what that was, unless you're into raving or if you have ADHD, that's the place to go. But other than that, that place just gave me a headache. But look at this. Oh my god. Alright, this is a pretty cool market so far.
It's huge.
Not what I was expecting, but definitely cool.
I ain't gonna lie, I love the buildings. I love the architecture in here. It's not like a market, a traditional market that we're used to, like the Thai markets. It's such a cool feeling.
This is all shopping in here. I think we're gonna set the camera down for a few minutes, guys, and then we will find out.
I'm trying to figure out what this is.
We'll find some snacks for you in a few minutes. Like one of these things.
No, I think these.
Alright, we found a snack and look how happy I am. This is a mixed plate of all different kinds of chickens, and one was bang bang chicken, yum yum chicken, chicken with noodle. I don't know. Let's just try it and see how they taste. Let's start on this end here. This one looks hot. Oh, this is so good. He handed us one piece as we were walking by, and we were hooked.
What's it called? Camden Thai gourmet food or something like that?
Yeah,
like
gourmet
the chicken was amazing. Like I just ate again. I finished off my, oh, that one must be spicy.
No, that was temperature hot.
Oh.
Wow, this is so good. There's some peppers in here. I think I got an egg roll, spring roll.
Yeah. And of course your
That
shrimp
one
cake.
had red peppers in it, so I'm not a big fan of that. Now, I saw this thing on YouTube the other day where people were like, what the hell do you do with the shrimp cake? And the guy said, take your shrimp cake, move the chicken, soak your shrimp cake. Look at this. It absorbs all the sauce and melts in your mouth. All right, you gonna try it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so good. Just what I've been looking for after bread all morning. I needed some meat.
Some sort of protein. It's good. It's got spice. It's got flavor.
Oh, I'm gonna get to a different type.
All right.
That's the same?
Hold on. I'm gonna shut these down so I can enjoy.
Oh. All right. Let me take this camera back from her. She could do a little digging in. That's my idea of street food right there. Oh, I love this. You can keep your high afternoon tea. Just give me the meat. So this little plate right here was $10, 10 pounds, which is like $12, $11.50, $12. And we were just walking along and these guys said, try my chicken. So of course, you know me, I grabbed it and ate it. And he's like, you want one? Oh, and it just hit the spot. So we're gonna go ahead now. We're gonna shut this camera off. We're gonna enjoy this. I think this is our last stop for the day, right?
Yeah.
All right, you might get some bonus footage if we find some ice cream or something, but we're not sure on that right now. It's a weird time of the day because if we keep eating now, we're not gonna be able to eat dinner, so we might have to slow down. But either way, if you enjoyed this video, it was a little quick look at London. We got our first taste of London today. And like she was saying before, there's just so much to do. You can't do this in 3 days. So we'll be back. I'm sure we'll be back. We still have another day tomorrow to go do some exploring. And for now, I'm gonna devour this chicken. If it looks good to you, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because we are heading to Africa for another big adventure. I don't know if we mentioned you guys yet, but we're in the Tuk Tuk race in Sri Lanka at the end of this trip. And we're gonna be hiking to Everest Base Camp. So there's a lot of stuff you guys wanna be ready for. This is gonna be a big one. So make sure that notification bell is on. Thanks for watching. Leave us a comment. And I tell you what, first 3 comments gets a postcard. How's that sound? So we'll see you guys soon.